All right, Jack. What do you want to talk about today?
About texting, about conveying certain emotions through text. What is the best way to convey laughter?
Through
Lol,
text.
ha ha.
I think the emoji.
Yeah, can we talk about
The emojis.
I like the crying, laughing one.
I
Really?
used to like
Is
that
that the
one, but
best
I don't
one?
use that one anymore.
That's dude. When
That's my go-to.
when I tell a funny story, and somebody just says LOL back, it's like
I'm like, I know
Screw
you're not
you.
laughing
Laughed
out loud
out
right
loud.
now.
I do feel like
Don't
they're
lie
not
to me.
actually laughing
Sometimes-
out
okay.
loud.
How do you know?
it got to the point where I would use the like crying face emoji so much. I was like, this is so not genuine.
I've never used that.
You never used it? I have. Dude.
How else do you
That's
show
all
that
I
you're
use.
laughing
XD,
though?
the capital
Yeah.
like
X, capital
haha.
D. Do you
I always
use
just
that?
say like haha.
Yeah, you do say ha. I
If
told him a
it's
story. He
too
was like
hot,
ha ha
it's
ha.
not that funny.
What do you have to do? Like 7?
I feel
At
like
least 3. Like,
feel
that's
like-
not-
Yeah, ha ha ha.
no.
Like, ha, ha, yeah.
If it's just a regular like a haha, that's just like a haha.
What about a capital H, capital A?
Like a
like
guffaw.
ha.
But if I
Like
actually
what?
did
If there's
ha
more
ha,
than- if
it might
there's-
be like
If there's
ha ha.
more than 2 ha-has, that's legit. That's some like real
Yeah.
laughter.
Because they took
Okay.
the time.
I'm always like ha ha ha
Add
ha
the
ha
ha-has.
ha 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 ha.
One time someone sent me 3 lines of ha-has, 3 lines of like laughing, crying.
It must have been like really
and then like
funny.
like 3 LOLs, and I was like, okay, you're really laughing at this point. Like, I mean, unless you're really lying to me, you've committed.
Dude, some people I'll be like sit next to my brother and he'll text somebody and somebody will send him like a funny joke or something. And I mean, he'll send laughy faces, all
And I'll just be
caps.
sitting there like,
Yeah, he'll be like, oh my god, I'm laughing so hard right now. And I look at his face, he's like, it's like what?
That's pretty good.
He's like, oh my god, oh like it's
Maybe
just like,
he's laughing on the inside.
I don't know. I mean,
people
that's
just
funny.
say stuff like that.
Yeah, people just say stuff like that.
They're like, yeah, I'm laughing really hard.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
You've actually been sending something though and be like, I'm laughing really hard, and then realize your face is like stone cold, and you're like,
yeah, that is true. Yeah.
I feel like emojis are good, but like I feel like they're not always good.
There's so many.
why aren't
there
they?
are so. Dude,
Like they're
I feel like if
cheesy.
somebody like sends an angry face emoji, I'm never like, oh, they're like angry.
Angry.
I'm never like, oh, they're
Yeah.
like
It's
really
too
angry.
cartoony.
Yeah, it's
Why
like,
would you
it's like a
send
little
that,
red
like-
face, like.
Well, I feel like people get
I
mad.
hate
They're
you,
like,
and then a
oh my gosh,
cartoon
this
says
person
it.
doesn't have ranch for their dressing, and they put a little angry face.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
if
yeah,
somebody
yeah,
was
yeah,
like
okay.
trying to fight with me over text message and they send me like the angry
I
face
cannot- I
emoji,
start laughing.
I like wouldn't.
Is
Yeah,
this
I couldn't take it
satire?
seriously.
I would be like, are you mad at me?
Guys,
How do you convey anger? Did you like exclamation
think
point, question mark?
Sometimes you
exclamation
can
point,
just.
question mark?
I feel like sometimes you can just tell.
oh yeah,
I feel
put
like
a
if
period
someone-
at the end. If there's a period,
Uh-oh.
you
There's
know
a
I'm
period at the end.
mad.
Uh-oh.
I know, and it's short and sweet, and there's a period, I'm mad.
Like, no,
I'm mad.
period.
That's how my
Yeah.
mom is.
That's true.
When you
If
say
there's no
yeah.
if there's no like, I usually put exclamation points at almost the end of everything. But if it's like a long paragraph, you know, like this is serious.
Yeah, when you open
If it's
your
short,
text-
it's like yes and period.
When
or
you've
no
got
and
like
period.
that 5-paragraph essay, like just
You're like,
waiting.
ooh.
to
Yeah.
read,
And then
you're
you
like,
text
uh-oh.
K.
Oh yes, yeah. Somebody says K. That
K is awful. K and then KK is worse.
Be like KK.
I
What
hate
is that?
It's when it's like people say KK.
It's just, yeah.
So, hey.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Some people say KK. It's just
Yeah,
it's just
it's just
annoying.
like so
Yeah.
much worse than just a K.
Because I can just
You know?
imagine them actually
I say
saying
Oki.
KK.
I say
Okay.
OKE. I
Okay.
texted you that
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah, because I
like
like.
okie dokie.
I don't. Yeah. But like
okie
short.
dokie.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
So
Okie.
instead of like okay, it's like my own thing.
Oh.
It means I'm like happy.
Yeah,
Or like
texting.
Okay.
dealing with stuff. Okay.
Texting is interesting because it can be like, you can like have a conversation with someone over text message, or you can just be like, hey, meet me at 4, and then be like, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like, I don't know. Do you guys call people?
I sometimes do, yeah.
My parents.
Yeah.
Just your parents?
I mean, I
call
call
a
like
friend
maybe
every now
2
and
other
again.
things, 2 other people, but
two other things.
2 other things.
Call
I call my
my-
lamp, and no, I call maybe 2 other people, but not a
Yeah.
lot. No, because I usually just have a quick question. I don't.
Right.
wanna
Well, so,
take
but
20
like,
minutes.
if I have a quick question, I'll just call someone. I don't ever like, if I'm like,
What?
like this morning, I was like, I called my friend. I was like, hey, can you give me a ride? And he was like, yeah. Because like, if I text him, it'd be like,
He
hey,
might not read it.
it's like
I do that too. I do that too sometimes. Like,
calling.
I usually text and then call if it's important like that.
sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
if it's really important.
I
Yeah,
don't- I
no,
don't-
the call is like a good form of communication
Mm-hmm.
that people.
And like when something happens to you,
Yeah,
you don't want to totally.
I always
experience it.
call when I make plans because making plans over text message is like always really complicated for some reason.
That is true. Yeah. They're like, wait. So like, it's like if you're like, I don't know, like,
Or-
like you're out here they're like, wait, is that a question or like, are you saying that? Like, do you know where I am right now? It's like, no, it's a question. It's a
You
question.
just gotta call them. Yeah.
Yeah, just
That's
call 'em.
like, but also sometimes I text people. I'm like, hey, let's meet downtown at 6, and they're like, okay, wait, where are we meeting? And I'm like, downtown. And they're like, okay, what time? I'm like 6. I like they literally never read. They never. I have one friend. I have 2 friends who like I'll send them all the information they need in like one text, and then they'll like not read it, and, or they'll like read it and then like not get the information out of it that they need to get out of it.
They'll read the part, do you want to meet? And they're like, yeah. And then the rest of it doesn't matter.
They don't read anymore. Yeah.
But I feel like it's also easier to be like fake over text. Like if someone texts you and is like, oh, you want to like do
People-
something? And you can be like, I'm really
so
sick
busy.
or I'm really busy. Like you can lie
People
like
really
that.
change behind a screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
feel like
is
it's
true.
much easier to, or like if you're on a phone, like if you call someone and they make a really bad
always
joke and
really
you're like,
obvious.
haha, like,
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
You
But
can't-
over text, you can.
oh,
Like,
wow.
I'm laughing so hard.
yeah. And then you can finish that out and not have
Yeah, I
to.
know. If somebody sends me, oh well, it's like, wow, that must have not been. I thought it
What?
was. I'm serious. Like,
LOL.
especially
That's the opposite of what it's supposed to
especially
be.
for some reason for me, if I see a capital L and then a lowercase O and a lowercase L, I'm like, oh okay, well that was kind of funny. You know?
What?
But if I see a low, if I see two
worked
lower,
all things out in
if I
your
see
head,
two
man.
lowercase L's, then I know that they're not. They didn't
It wasn't
laugh.
funny.
Yeah, I know. Deep
Where's
down.
this all coming from?
Well, you know, it like doesn't it auto capitalize?
It's just
I don't know.
developed.
It does. It auto capitalizes.
I don't know. I just
So they've
don't.
taken the time to like not capitalize it
Exactly.
because it's auto capitalized.
Or they're too lazy to type LOL. They just type L and they see where the words are.
The
in that.
options.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
oh.
You ever write a story with the options? Like you just keep clicking.
Yes,
and
I've done that
clicking?
before. Yeah,
It's pretty fun.
Really funny. You should do that.
I don't have. I don't have those turned off.
Oh, you turn it off?
Yeah.
Turn off autocorrect too.
No, I have autocorrect.
I need
because
I need autocorrect.
spell stuff wrong a lot.
Yeah, I spell a lot of stuff wrong. Like I'm like, oh, I appreciated that, and I'll spell appreciate wrong.
That's true.
I've
I
gotten-
suck at that.
I've gotten to the point where I spell so poorly that it doesn't even have suggestions, just red dot underline.
You have to look it up
and
online.
I'm like,
No,
nice,
what
okay,
I do-
autocorrect your one job and
Guys,
you can't do
okay.
that.
Pro tip: when you don't know how to spell a word, you do the little microphone and you're like, appreciate.
No, and then,
Like,
and then it's like,
Dude.
no, and
That's
then
what I
it takes
do.
this, like,
That's awesome.
It's like a lot of cereal, and you're like, that's not what I said. You say it again, and you're like, what are you for? What's the whole reason?
Exactly, because I mean, you gotta look over it and make sure it says the right thing and revise it and crap. So you might as well just type it or just
Yeah, but if
call
you don't,
it.
sometimes I've respelled a word like 8 times and I never.
And my
never
mom
gets
will just
spelled.
use a microphone.
Yeah, that's what
I'll get
mom-
really
I
confused.
use the microphone.
Be like, you talking to me?
Not for an entire text message, but just like for like one word.
My mom
I
would
use
use
the
it. One
microphone.
time, my mom said a whole
Paragraph.
paragraph.
My mom does that too.
She was like, "Oh my God, this said nothing of what I said." It was like, I'm like,
wasted
"Mom."
5 minutes.
Yeah, like just type it.
all my family members do that, and then they like when they text me, it's always like really weird. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, let's go to the green at like 8. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
At,
They
and
don't
then
even
it's like
revise.
school, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, that's definitely not what you said.
it's always like a little puzzle to figure out what they're saying.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah. Texting. Conveying emotion through text though,
Difficult.
it's difficult. It's very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you just gotta call.
Yeah, because you
No.
don't know if.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't want to
You
talk
don't
to you.
always
If
like
somebody
to call.
if somebody called you, how would you feel? Like if I called you, Piper,
It's like a burden. It's like a chore.
would you
Well, see,
answer?
Yes,
I
I would
just-
answer. I might not answer immediately because I'm doing something, but I'd answer within 5 minutes. Yeah, like I'd call you back.
Right.
Yeah, there's like a. For some reason, like I just don't like talking to the phone like all of my ear, and it's like it just feels uncomfortable. So like,
My brother puts it on speakerphone and then puts it like really far away, and it always sounds like he's like he probably doesn't, but it just always sounds like it's really. He's like, and also he doesn't say hello when he has to wait. He waits for
just
the
opens
other
it.
person.
That's
to
the
say-
worst.
oh really? So, like,
Hello?
The
I'm like,
worst.
I'm like, hello.
he's
And
like, "What's up, dude?"
And he's like, hi. And he's like, recently he's been
Fucking
playing a lot
20
of like
feet
video
away.
games on the computer where he's talking to someone else on the computer. So he'll be like talking to someone else while he's on the phone with me.
It's like,
and it's
what?
really weird.
What if they were like group chats but with phone calls? Where there's,
They do have
7
conference
people-
calling.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got conference
calls,
calls.
yes.
Yeah.
But like,
I've been in a
With
I've
couple,
done
the,
it.
a
I've done it
couple
with,
of,
the
I've done
spam
it
of
with
a
prank
group
calls
chat.
before.
I've done a couple of conference calls.
you prank call?
Yeah, man, that stuff's fun.
Prank call?
Only with my cousin.
I feel like prank calls a
I feel like
dying
they never
art.
work.
Hey, my cousin makes it into an art. My cousin is the bomb.
Makes
at
it into an art.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think the last
I can't
time-
prank call unless he's there. Like,
I got prank called in 8th grade by someone, and they were like, "Hi." They were like, hey, did you order pizza? And I was like, no. And they were like, okay. And they like hung up.
And they just giggle.
It was like really not funny.
Dude, my cousin, he like knows like he's like, dude, let's call, I don't know, freaking Piper's Baker Shop. And it's like, freaks Piper's Baker. He's like, give me Piper's Baker Shop's number.
They do.
I'm like, what?
Does he do like a Bart Simpson? Like, is he like, is stinky cheese there?
No,
or
like
whatever?
he'll just say like, dude, like we make it into like a game. Like we'll do it to where
Jeez.
we'll do it to where we make up a story, and all right, well, if they say that, we say this. If they say that, we say this. Or we're just like, all right, don't talk about nothing about prank call. Let's just call and just.
That sounds fun.
See what, dude, it's like he called. What did he call? I forgot. He loves calling 7-Eleven. I don't know.
Does he do this a lot?
Every time he comes down, he's like, "Hey, do you want a prank call?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." I mean, we only do it during nighttime because it's fun. Because because during the day people are busy, you don't want to bother them. But like at night, like who's gonna be at 7-Eleven at 11 o'clock?
It might brighten up the cashier's.
Yeah, but, yeah, you can go home
There's
and
this
tell
one guy.
like
Hey,
somebody
there's this
about
one
it.
guy from Giant we prank called, and he went along with it, and he knew it was a prank. And like now, like when I go in the Giant, I see that guy. He's like, "Hey, dude, you the guy that prank called, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Chris." Like, "What's up?"
How does he know? Does he
Like,
recognize
we
your
just
voice?
no, because I was paying for something. I was like, "Wait, do I got to?" And he was like, "Wait." Because
It's like-
Dude, were you
It's
scared?
like that
Were you
memory.
scared he was gonna like fight you?
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my god, this sucks."
Get out of my
But like
grocery
he,
store.
like he was like really cool with the phone, and my cousin said, "All right, well, I'm pretty sure you know it's a prank call." He was like, "But I prank call a lot of people, and like you're the most chill prank call person I've ever talked to." I was
Just
like,
want
"All
to
right,
let you
now."
know.
Yeah, like,
Thank you
Does
for
he
your
do that?
cooperation.
Does he leave the caller ID
And a
on
tip.
when he prank calls?
I don't. I will not
guess when
use
you do
my.
Because I feel like
businesses.
prank calls don't work anymore.
No, I will not. I will not.
I do
use my
star
caller
67.
ID.
Yeah,
Where
you
you
can
don't
I feel
do
like
it.
I feel like that doesn't work.
It doesn't work as much.
Because you know it's gonna be a prank call.
Well, like no,
It's the
but
unknown
here's the
number.
thing: if you call a business, they're gonna pick up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So like he'll call dude. He'll just call anybody, and he like knows all these places. Like you know how you and Mr. Glover like know all these restaurants that I've never heard of or seen in my life.
He just, like, knows the
But
places
apparently
to
they're in
prank call?
Charlottesville. Yeah, he's like, let's call that carpet place, and I'm like, what? He's like, you know that carpet place that sells antiques and stuff. And I was like, carpet place that sells antiques. What?
Antique carpets.
Really, that's actually like pretty funny.
Like he knows everybody. It's so funny, dude. Oh my god, it's amazing.